Yeah, it's not too bad right here. So, this is the bike. It is a 2015 1200 Custom. As I stated before, I've done a lot of work to it. We'll start just in the front here. It is, so to answer the biggest question everyone asks me all the time, this is a Conley's T-Sport fairing. Got a 16-inch windshield on it. Painted it myself. All the paint work on this, besides the stock paint on the fenders and the tank, are done by me. I did all the paint on it. Running a Moon's Moonmaker headlight up front. The Rogue Wire Industries Sig Z turn signals. I've got an AUX Beam LED bar. I went with the big one just because I got that bigger front tire and I got the more space for it, and I'll be honest, it just kind of fits well on this bike. Running the stock Scorcher tires on here. I'm going to switch those out to Metzler Cruise Techs probably. Not this year, probably next season. There's still plenty of life on these, but they're about 5 years old now, and you should probably change them out every few years just to make sure the rubber doesn't get too hard. They're okay right now, but probably pretty soon. Got a Speed Merchant skid plate down there that I painted to color match the bike. Probably one of the biggest questions I've been asked also is the exhaust. So I was running the Vance & Hines Twin Slash 2-into-1s. Or not 2-into-1s, sorry. I was running the 2-into-2s. I switched over to a 2-into-1. This is the Magnaflow Riot exhaust. In chrome, obviously. Big theme on this bike is chrome. Everyone goes, all blacked out nowadays, but I like the chrome look, and it's different now. It was different to be all blacked out before. Now it's different to be chrome, and I like it. It's a really nice exhaust, actually. It's well built. I actually noticed a really big push up in my power when I switched to it, especially in the higher RPMs. So like it definitely helped getting around. I'll do an exhaust note of it at the end here. Why did I go with this exhaust over some of the other ones, some of the other big brands? Well, price was really good on it. First off, that was a big thing too. It's different. Once again, I like being different. I like having different things. This is not a super popular exhaust. Plus, I also had to keep into account my controls. So I'm running the further forward mid controls, and not a lot of exhausts fit those. This is a 2-into-1 that actually fit those, and good power, good quality. I really enjoy them. It's just a really nice exhaust overall. I'm really super happy with it. Plus, a lot of other exhausts, they have the turn up on them. I didn't want that. I wanted a straight flow, and I didn't want it to be super long either. I wanted it to have a little bit short. Easier to get at the axle, easier to work on stuff back there with a little bit shorter exhaust. I'm running Kuryakan. I believe these are kinetic floorboards. And this is a Kuryakan piece too. Bolts just right onto the brake pedal. It's a nice little feature. Widens the brake pedal out a little bit. Good foot purchase on it. This is a DK Customs 587 air cleaner. Got a Sporty Mob decal on there. Shout out to Sporty Mob. Running 13-inch progressive 412 shocks in the back. I switched over from the Drag Specialties 12.5 to a progressive 412. It was a big difference, and I might get into down the line why kind of that happened. I'm still running right now, the 0 Hour Moto Step Up Saddlemen seat. It's a really nice seat. Can't say anything bad about it. So here is a very big upgrade actually on the brakes. So I'm running an 11.5-inch rotor on the rear wheel, and I'm running Lyndall brake pads in the front and the back. But I switched over to floating rotors. The stock rotor on these is 10.2. These are 11.5, and it's thanks to this new brake bracket from Jacob Kennard on Instagram that allows you to do that. It basically moves your rear brake caliper away and into the correct position to be able to run a bigger rotor. I would get so much squealing, so much brake fade. It was just horrible, that old rotor and pads, and this just really upped the game completely. If you have a newer Sporty, I think it's 2013 and older, hit up Jacob Kennard on Instagram, and dude, he's got the he knocked it out of the park, man. He killed it on this. I'm running this is a DK Customs Coil relocation kit. I just like it over here more here than in the front or underneath the tank, and I got rid of that cowbell because to be honest, it kept hooking on my my boots and my pant legs and stuff like that. It's just annoying. Running, these are the Torker grips from Biltwell, and my throttle is actually a 3/4 throttle, so it goes from 0 to full in a 1/4 turn less, and that is from San Diego Customs. This is the Lucky Dave's Lucky 13 bars in 13 inches. I really like these bars. I was really struggling trying to find the right bars for this bike, and that was a super great way to go. I'm also running Speed Merchant preload adjusters on the forks, and something I missed in the front earlier was my forks are now, I'm running Racetech springs. Instead of the progressive monotubes, I'm running Racetech springs with Trackerdie damper rods with their spacer in there, so that it raises it up about 2 inches from where it was stock, and I have the ability to go 2 inches higher too if I want. I'm actually looking at trying to figure out a way to make it go up just 1 inch higher right now, because if I go 2 inches it's just a little too much, but 1 inch would be just about perfect. So I'm looking into different spacers and stuff for that. But that was a huge upgrade with the front suspension. I also switched out the lower fork sliders for the Harley Chrome ones. There's a whole reason for that. One of my old ones got damaged, and it was actually cheaper to buy the full kit than it was to just buy one. I'm also running now a Flow high performance air oil filter. This is a really cool thing. You can it's reusable. You take it apart, you clean it out, you can reuse it all the time. The only thing you have to change out is a little gasket ring, and that was actually a birthday gift from a buddy of mine, and super cool birthday gift, I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, that's basically the bike. The rotors I'm running are Harley rotors. Got a really good deal on them for some floating rotors, so went that route. Eventually I want to switch over to Lyndall rotors, but just finances. But like I said, switch over to Lyndall brake pads. I'm running the Gold Pluses, and so far really great. I really recommend them. They're a great way to go. But yeah, that's how she sits. I hope I didn't forget anything. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Try to answer them as best I can. Let's give the exhaust a listen to real quick. Let me put it in. There we go. She's got a nice rumble to her. Real nice sound.